Shalom and greetings, everybody. Brother Nicholas James Vanderlane here. Victory for the people of Israel from By the Narrow Path, which are the 10 Commandments. Today is the first day of the fourth month on Elohim's Zadok Priest, Dead Sea Scroll, Enoch Solar Calendar. It's June 20th, 2019. This video is being broadcasted from the Famagusta region of Cyprus, the daughter of Tyre. This video is titled Rapture. Today, Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed, the days of Lot and Noah. So considering today is the first day of the fourth month, what I wanted to do was take a look. This is a holiday. It's a new month holiday. It's mistranslated as new moon, but it really means Rosh Chodesh, which means head of the month. And this is Rosh Chodesh of the fourth month on Elohim's only calendar. This calendar is the calendar of the Zadok priests. Yahusha was of the lineage of the Zadok priests, as he was the cousin of John the Baptist through their mothers, who were either cousins or sisters. Now, John the Baptist was a Zadok priest. His father, Zechariah, was also a Zadok priest. And what they did was they left records that were over a couple thousand years old records in the Dead Sea Scrolls of lunar markers. And I did a video on the lunar markers of this calendar, and the way that I have calibrated my calendar is the only way where each lunar marker falls exactly on the day it's supposed to happen. Hallelujah for the wisdom and understanding to do this, and I'm happy to share with you, brothers and sisters, so you have the true calendar, so you can know Yahweh's true times and observe these things. What I do on my calendar is I like looking at the memorials that happen. Not only do I just look at it just to have an idea what's going on as far as the time periods we're in now, but also this calendar is to be observed. These things are to be lived out, to live a sanctified life to your Creator on His timing, on His calendar. So today again was a memorial festival, so this was a feast day to Yahweh Elohim. Also was the first day of the new month, which is a new month festival. This is the day that I believe Adam and Eve departed from Eden. And that was in Jubilees chapter 332. The fountains of the great deep were closed, and the floodgates of heaven were restrained. This is Jubilees 5:27. And most importantly on this day, which this video is about, is that this is the day that Yahweh and the two angels appeared to Abraham under the oak tree at Mamre. And Sarah laughed. The name of Isaac was revealed, and the Yahweh and the two angels ate, and then the two angels left to go judge Sodom and Gomorrah. And what happened was Yahweh, he revealed to Abraham what they were going to do, and Yahweh said he wouldn't destroy it for 50, and that's kind of something because 50 is part of the Pentecad cycle. You have the wave sheaf offering of the barley, then you count 50 days, you have Shavuot. Then you count 50 days, and then you have the festival of new wine. Then you count 50 more days, or 7 weeks, and then the 50th day is the festival of new oil. And so what we have here, he started with 50 days, and they counted 45, 40, 30, 20, 10, and he wouldn't destroy it for the sake of 10, and then they were called out, and they were taken out because Yahweh does not judge the righteous with the wicked. But that same day that Lot and his daughters and his wife left, Sodom and Gomorrah was judged. So when you read this account, what happened was, according to the book of Jubilees in Genesis 18, so Jubilees gives us the date, the first day of the fourth month, that this event happened, that Yahweh showed up with the two angels. And then in Genesis 18, you get a really detailed account of this, of what happened. And they ate. They had like almost what was like a Passover meal, but it wasn't a lamb. It was just either a calf, which is not, and only lambs or goats are available for Passover. They're only prohibited for Passover. And then it was an appointed time, it appeared like. It appeared that they had the unleavened bread with this meal. It didn't have any mention of wine. The two angels left. And then we get insight in Luke chapter 17 that Yahusha gives us clarity regarding Genesis 18. He says the same day that the angels brought them out was the same day it was judged. And when you read Genesis 18, This was all the event on this day. So after the meal, the angels, they walked off, and then sometime they teleported to Sodom and Gomorrah, got to Sodom and Gomorrah, and they stayed with Lot, and Lot was taken out at nighttime, it appears, and then you can read about it as the light of the dawn, not the sun was rising, it appears, but as the light was coming, it appears, from one translation, that's when the judgment happened. So it looks like this happened on the first, judgment happened on the first day of the 4th month. It's also the same day that Joseph was named by Rachel and circumcised. This is the day that the 12 spies, I believe, were sent out, possibly the day the 12 spies were sent out to spy on the land, and also Joshua's long day. So with everything going on in the news, it's something to consider. The festival of Noah had to do with his covenant as well, and it has to do with not eating the myoglobin of the flesh. As you can see, this meat juice that people call it is not blood, but it's called myoglobin, a muscle protein that stores the oxygen. And the only biblical method to cook the flesh is to boil the flesh in water or seethe the flesh, which removes the myoglobin, this red meat juice, from the flesh, and then to eat it. The only other time you could eat roasted flesh is when you're instructed to do so for the Passover. And Father Noah made a covenant, a perpetual covenant for all generations, and this is why in Acts chapter 15, Christians are called not to eat the blood, because this is a covenant for all mankind, and all mankind is in violation. I was given the wisdom and understanding to reconstitute this understanding of this grave sin, that many have done it ignorantly. He commands all men everywhere to repent. But again, I believe that this is going to be the legal basis for the fire judgment coming on the earth. And this is part of the Ezekiel 33 Watchman's message. I've done a video on it. Not many people want to watch this video. They all want to watch rapture videos. In Luke 17, it's talking about how the Son of Man in his day first, but is going to suffer many things, and he shall be rejected by this generation. As it was in the days of Noah, thus shall it be in the days of the Son of Man. So who's the Son of Man character? Ezekiel was called the Son of Man. So is this Elijah type person going to be the Son of Man? I believe so. So that means that this Son of Man should be lowercase. We know that Yahusha is the Son of Man, capital S, capital M, and that is one of his titles. Here also in Luke 17, here in the Aramaic, we can see Yahusha expounding upon the day that Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed. In the day, but that went out Lot from Sodom, caused to rain Yahweh fire and brimstone from the sky, and destroyed all of them. So is this the day? This happened, I believe, on the first day of the 4th month, which is also a memorial festival to Noah. Now we know it didn't happen when the sun rose, because they were already taken out that day, and if the sun had risen, then that means that it's a new day, because the new day starts at sunrise. So the first day of the 4th month is literally the day that day of Noah and the day of Lot both converge on the same day, Memorial Days on the calendar. Thing right there. So I recommend everybody fear Elohim, give glory to him, for the hour of his judgment appears to have come, and worship him that made heaven and earth and the sea and the fountains of waters. Proverbs 30 verse 4 says, who hath ascended up into heaven, or descended? Who hath gathered the wind in his fists? Who hath bound the waters in a garment? Who hath established all the ends of the earth? So here we go. Heaven, earth, and sea. What is his name? And what is his son's name, if thou canst tell? And we know that name. But we're supposed to fear this Elohim, because this is who he is. His name, the family name, is Yah. And the father's name is Yahweh. And the son's name is Yahusha. Or a different pronunciation, but we know it's these Hebrew letters. We know one day that pure tongue will be restored. We're called to fear Elohim. Why? Because his judgment is coming. The hour of his judgment is come. We could be on the doorstep, the precipice of this coming judgment. The fear of Elohim is what is missing from the earth, which is why judgment is going to begin. We're first to fear him. Once we fear him, then we love him for what he did for us by sending his son to die for us. Yahushua said, he was been forgiven much, loves much, and he said, if you love me, keep my commandments, speaking of the 10 commandments. And once we love him, we can then reverence him by doing what he said, which is, if you love me, keep my commandments, the 10 commandments. So we are supposed to fear Elohim. Then we love him for what he did for us, having his son die for us, and the blood of Yahushua that covers our sin. And then we're supposed to, if we love him, we're supposed to do what he said for us to do, which is a simple thing: keep his commandments. Malachi 4, behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, all they that do wickedly shall be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh of hosts, and it shall leave them neither root nor branch. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of righteousness arise with healing in his wings, and ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall, and ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet in the day that I shall do this, saith Yahweh of hosts. Remember ye the law of Moses my servant, which I commanded unto him in Horeb for all Israel, with the statutes and the judgments. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of Yahweh. And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers, lest I come and smite the earth with a curse,